I'm working on here is a older Toro. I believe it has a Kawasaki made engine on there, and it'll fire up on some starting fluid but will not run. Take a little starting fluid, spray it in the hole here. I know it has spark and it does have compression because it is running, so I believe it just needs a carburetor cleaning, and we'll do that today. Okay, remove the air filter there. There are 3 8mm here holding the air box, and we'll go ahead and remove these 3. We'll go ahead and pull it straight back. This little tube will come off of there. Now we have access to our carburetor. Carefully remove this gasket. Take a little brake cleaner and clean this up on the outside. Now there's 2 10mm bolts here holding this on. And we will go ahead and move those. Then we'll unhook the linkage. Okay, with those bolts removed, gently pry it away from the little isolator there. Here is our throttle linkage. We'll go ahead, tilt it, pull it out of there. Okay, I had the fuel line here. It is very brittle. Usually I just clamp it off with a locking pliers so the fuel doesn't keep going out, but I ended up having to drain it, and it was pretty old, so I won't be using that. So on the bottom here there's a 13mm. We're going to go and remove that from the carburetor here. And we'll go ahead and tap on the bowl a little bit, get it to separate from the carburetor body. We'll pull that off of there. So, took this out here. You can see this is pretty scuzzy here. Go ahead and take some brake cleaner and clean that up. And I will also clean this main jet up as well. Okay, if you have a small wire, you can run a small wire through there. I happen to have some tip cleaners. Go ahead and clean that. And spray some carburetor cleaner in there. And this one has a small hole, goes all the way through. Go ahead and clean that out. And spray some carburetor cleaner through it, and then we'll reassemble this. Okay, sprayed some carburetor cleaner through there. And then in every one of these holes on the carburetor, sprayed some carburetor cleaner in there. Now I'll go and find a gasket for the back here. You'll need these numbers off of the valve cover on the top here, and then you can look up what you need for your gaskets. On the bowl gasket here, it helps if you put a drop of oil on there, smear that around, helps it seal better. We'll go and place that on there. There is a little gasket. It happens to be stuck on here. It's very important that you have that, otherwise you're going to have a leak. We'll go ahead and tighten that up. Just make it a little over snug. Okay, found a gasket that'll fit it. We'll go ahead and hook our linkage up. It's in the hole with the little grommet on there. Go ahead and do that. And we'll go ahead and put our bolts through here and bolt them to this isolator. Okay, on this machine there is a choke lever, and you need to make sure that your choke is fully closed when the lever is pushed to the choke, and it is. So we'll go ahead and put our spring on here. Okay, I found that the cable was not adjusted properly here. I had to loosen that up. Put the choke lever all the way on choke, and then when you take it off to the run position, that's how it should operate. Now we'll go ahead and put our air box on here. There is a gasket on the back here. Put that on there. Then this little breather tube has to connect into that right up in here. Okay, put some fuel in there. Got it on choke.